Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be creating this heart-shaped cake decorated with a 127 piping tip. Enter part 2 of 3-part Valentine's Day trilogy cakes. This will be decorated at the very top with a border of roses using a 127 tip, or you could also use a 104 tip. Both will work perfectly with this. Basically, I'm creating an S. The first curve is super tiny and then the second curve is really long. Make sure to overlap the curve as you go. And I'm leaving just enough space in between to fit another row in pink. So again, basically just creating an S, starting really small and then widening up the curve towards the end. I colored my buttercream with a gel food color. And then when you add in the leaves, you create this kind of floral looking design all of a sudden. So the leaves are really tied in and kind of bring that form to life. This is a number 352 piping tip. You can create your own leaf tip at home though, just by cutting an inward pointing triangle into the end of a piping bag. So basically you're just creating the shape of that tip directly in the piping bag. To give your leaves a little bit more life, you can give them a little bit of a wriggle as you slowly pull back on the piping bag. That'll create a bit of texture for you. For the outside of the cake, you can use again the 127 as I am here, or the 104. I'm creating 2 tiny petals and then overlapping with another 2 petals, but this time I'm making them a lot larger. And this again gives you the kind of impression of a flower but side on. I just love how it transforms when you add leaves. The second you add the leaves, it just really gives you that indication, this is the flower that I'm looking at. Work your way all around the cake and do leave a little bit of space in between. Don't crowd them too much. I find that it always looks a little bit better when you can see each individual flower perfectly. Instead of flowers, you could have piped hearts here instead. Totally up to you, again using that same piping tip. As a finishing touch, you can pipe a message into that empty center. I've just taken some edible silver triggies in 3 different sizes and just drop them randomly into the center. Alternatively, you can fill it completely with red and white sprinkles. Totally up to you. If you were to go for that option, I'd recommend adding the sprinkles in before you add the leaves, and that way you don't have to kind of muck around trying to get the sprinkles underneath the leaves to cover the whole surface. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this cake decorating tutorial and give it a go. You can check out the previous video on how to actually build the love heart shaped cake. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you for the 3rd installation.